And now for the finale. We have our beef tips with rice and asparagus. I've got my rice cooking here. I've got my pan getting super hot. I'm going to start by searing off the beef tips. Then I'm going to remove them. I'm going to saute off the vegetables. And then I'll toss the beef tips back in at the very end. You can add some soy sauce or some Worcestershire sauce as you would like into that as they're finishing, okay? Not in the beginning, but at the very end. We've got our beef tips. You should have your beef tips already cut and marinated. I marinated mine in garlic with thyme, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and I'm going to sprinkle the salt and pepper on it right before they go in. I did not pre-do the salt and pepper. You don't want to put salt on prior to cooking it. You don't want it to sit in the salt because the salt will pull the moisture out of the beef and start cooking it. Also, on this bin, you really want to save your vegetables. Look at how many vegetables I have here for the stock. I've got celery, I've got onion, two different kinds of onions, and some garlic scraps. So make sure you save your scraps on that. For the vegetables, I've got the onion, the green pepper, the mushroom, and a little bit of garlic. And I'm going to top the dish with some of the fresh cut parsley when it's all done. So the rice is getting close. I'm going to start with the beef, and then I'll cook the asparagus. When I start cooking all these vegetables, I'll drop the asparagus in here to blanch. I've got the water already heavily salted there for the asparagus. As all of my sides of the beef tips have been browned, I'm going to lay those out on the plate. Again, back in the same skillet, I'm going to start sauteing the vegetables. If your skillet does start to caramelize too much for you, you can always add in a little bit of water to release some of that caramelization on the bottom. And voila, we have our beef tips. We've got our sauteed onions, green peppers, and mushrooms in there as well. Serving it with our rice and our perfectly blanched asparagus. Meal 4, beef tips with rice and asparagus. So there's bin 15, Hot Moms Dinner Club. So we started off our 4 meals with our ham and potato soup. We made a big batch of ham and potato soup, serving it with the cheesy blossom bread and the cucumber, tomato, onion salad. So this is just a nice alternative to your traditional soup and grilled cheese. You got your bread there, you just pull it off and dip in your soup. And then you've got that crispness, that freshness from that cucumber, tomato, onion salad. Then we're going to move on to meal 2. That was our steak and veggie quesadillas, using the same steak and vegetables from meal 4. So we got steak with sauteed onions, peppers, and mushrooms in there. I've got them wrapped up in the quesadillas. I topped it with avocado and then just some julienne, lettuce, and tomato. Then we're going to move to meal 3. That was our ham tetrazzini. You got your crispy topping and underneath your creamy pasta loaded with vegetables and ham. Got salad there too. You also may have leftover cucumber, tomato, onion salad. And of course you should have leftover bread from meal 1 for meal 3 and meal 4. And holy cow, look at this. I don't know if that cow was holy or not, but these beef tips are righteous. So your family is going to flip out when you serve this to them, especially on a weeknight. This looks straight out of a fine dining restaurant. So many basic cooking skills in this dish that you have now mastered. So who says you can't have steak on a budget? We have 2 meals with steak here, the quesadillas and the beef tips. Plus, there's so much food here, nobody is going hungry this week. So there is this week's menu, bin 15. Hey, if you like what I'm doing here, give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also check out the website, Hot Moms Dinner Club, for the full lowdown. You can download recipes, grocery lists, the full shebang, Hot Moms Dinner Club. So this has been 15. Thanks for joining me today.